Human beings are known for many complexities. One of them is how we see the world. The obvious follow-up is that we see through our eyes, but there are more complex ways through which a human being sees that are more important than the eyes. In fact, the eyes alone do not have the capacity to fully interpret what is seen around the world. The heart is another way we see. Inside the heart, we have emotions, which is probably a more telling factor in how people see. Two pairs of eyes may look at a heavy bleed from a sudden accident. One pair faints in anguish, another pair takes gloves and tries to reduce the bleed and gets the subject to a point of further medical attention. Both eyes saw and observed, but the reactions were extremely different to say the least. The coordination and process in the second observer above is what many attribute to emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability of an individual to monitor and manage their emotions and the emotions of others. The term of emotional intelligence has always existed, but without a name until researchers like Peter Salovey, John Mayer, and most popularly Daniel Goleman all through the 1980s to the 1990s began to research into the void observed when assessing the differences between the levels of human intelligence and gave it the name called emotional intelligence. Although their efforts were preceded by Plato, who made the statement, "All learning has an emotional base." More research has continued to go into this area. There is also an ongoing research on methods to correctly assess and quantify emotional intelligence. Many of the methods that exist have come under criticism as either inaccurate or measuring other metrics other than emotional intelligence. Whatever the case, emotional intelligence exists, and there are individuals who correctly harness it to the best effects and productivity.